All right. I think we're good. I think we're going. Let me give me just a moment. Ah, people already. Surprising. Hello, hello. It has been quite a while. I have to explain myself, but just give me a moment. Um, I need to do a thing. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Yeah, it has been forever. I'm so sorry it's been so long. I've had a lot going on, but I'm glad to be back. I've been wanting to get back into this for a while, and I'm so glad that I'm back. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm flattered, but I don't think my streams are that good to get excited for. uh, well, I appreciate that. I don't know about awesome, but I appreciate it. Um, And I'm trying to do self promo in every Discord that I can, but I've been like going in and out of so many Discords for the last few months that like I've lost half the ones that I used to put in. So I don't know if this one's going to be as relaxing. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a minute, but it's not going to be as relaxing as usual. I do want to get back into Stardew, but I have to do something first, and I'm getting. I have to do it before Silk Song comes out. I have to do it. And Silk Song's coming out this year. I don't know if any of you guys saw, but Silk Song is coming out this year. No copium. No copium. I hope. Alright. I think that's about it. Okay. So, let's get this pulled up. Yeah, now I can see you guys. Yeah. It was like a 5 second clip that they just slipped in there casually. By the way, how's my audio? I don't know if I have everything set up properly. I haven't done this in a while and I don't know what's changed with Streamlabs. Do I sound okay? Am I too quiet? Okay, that's good. Alright, let me get this opened up. Alright, so quick explanation of what we're doing. Silk Song comes out this year, and there's a lot of speculation going around of when it's going to come out. Steam had a thing where people were speculating that Steam leaked that it was going to come out this month. I highly doubt that. It's not going to come out this month. Otherwise, we would have already heard about it. But I do think it will be kind of mid to late summer, probably early fall, somewhere in there. There's a lot of rumors going around. I do think it will be around that time though. whatever the case, doesn't matter when it comes out, there's something in Hollow Knight that I need to do. I've done almost everything that there is to do in this game except for beating Pantheon 5, and I need to do that. So today, I've been trying to get back into playing Hollow Knight recently. I've been getting a little bit of practice in on the bosses that I used to struggle on a lot. So I'm hoping that like I can get some, you know, let's get a little bit more practice in. It can't hurt, right? I'm hoping to be able to beat it. I know that I'm probably not going to be able to, but we're beating Pantheon 5. Whether that be today, tomorrow, next week, I don't know when I'm going to get to stream. I'm not going to have a schedule for a while, but we're doing it. We're beating Pantheon 5. And the one that I usually struggle on the most is this guy right here. Don't know if any of you guys have fought him. He's quite difficult. I'm not going to do him on Radiant because I don't hate myself. But we are going to get a little bit of practice in on Attuned. So that's the plan. You're beating Pantheon 5. Beating the Pantheon of Hollownest, the final boss rush of the game. And no, we are not going to be doing it with all the bindings. I have a life. I have a life. Let me plug my phone in because I don't know if it's gonna die. There we go. Alright. Take a quick sip. And let's get to it. Ah. I got greedy there. I think I... Ah, shit. Damn it. Okay. You never actually played Hollow Knight? Oof. I looked away. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so quick little tidbit about this guy. He's what's known as the nail stage. You don't fight him in the base game. This fight is the DLC, strictly. There's only a few fights that are like that. Especially to this degree. But this one is unique to only boss rush until you like fight him. In which case, you can fight him in the Hall of Gods, which is just practice. Okay, that fight didn't go horribly, but I need to not be greedy. Oh, and it'd be funny if you beat him first try and we have nothing left the entire... Okay. If I beat Pantheon 5 first try, which I won't, but if I do, I'll let you guys decide on what I do. I'm going to give you options. I'll either start doing Pantheons with bindings on, or I'll just go do Stardew. Probably going to end up doing Stardew. I know that in a few other chats, like Cryo's chat, people have been, every time they see me, they say, Cam, or Puffy, when are you doing Stardew next? But no, I know I'm not going to beat up first try because this guy right here. I need to... Alright. I'm going to show you guys this fight, in case you guys haven't seen it. It is a lot. Okay, that's fine. Not doing too well. Ah, crap. Alright, well, that's only phase 1 and there's 4 phases, by the way. Technically 5, depending on how you look at it. This fight sucks. And this is the harder version. This fight is very difficult. It took me a long time just to be able to beat it the first time. Shit. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna die again. Damn. Yeah, this... I kinda wanna switch out Quick Slash for Long Nail. Or, not Long Nail, but Mark of Pride, but most of the Pantheon I'm going to be running Quick Slash, and I don't know when I'll be encountering Radiance. I know like the 3 fights that come before it, but I don't know when those fights show up. I don't know how many fights are before it. I know there's, I think, 42 fights in this total. So I'm trying to run with what I will most likely have in that fight. Damn it. Oof. Yeah, no, that one just wasn't good. There's a lot to keep up with in this fight, and it's quite difficult. Oh crap, I was out of soul. I was trying to do a dive. Ah, damn, that was just bad patterns. Okay. Alright, I got this. I got this. Damn it. Too greedy. This is not going well. I think I'm just rusty. Although, then again, shaking off the rust is not a good... Shaking off the rust with Radiance is not a good idea. Ow. crap. Too slow reaction time. Okay. Alright, alright. Maybe. Probably not because of how many hits I took in the first part, but maybe. There's a chance. That was just bad. But we can recover. Damn it. That was a bad heal. I shouldn't have gone for it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, no, that was what you just saw me in, the little platforms that were all over the place, that was phase 2. Uh, this boss sucks, guys. This boss really sucks. Damn it. I was trying to do that. Damn it. Okay. Fine. I got this. Damn it. No, the design is a moth. But instead of being attracted to light, it just is the light. This has a lot of lore to it. But basically, this guy is like the cause of an infection that spreads throughout a kingdom. Damn it. At first, before that kingdom was around, it was worshipped by Moth tribe. Well, mostly because, you know, just moths attracted to the light. It's typical. But then this other guy came around and he was like brighter. And so the moths were attracted to him instead. And so this guy died because he was forgotten. He lives in memory, in the mind. And if no one knows he exists, then he doesn't exist. That's a basic breakdown of his lore. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that's the best I can do. And so what this is this is basically a god. The Radiance is a god. I need to heal one more. There we go. I need a minute. Sort of angelic, but this is more like, just a moth. It's a game about bugs and the antagonist is a moth, and you're just a little bug that's trying to stop it from being an infection. because that's what happened whenever it came back after everyone forgot it existed. Um, it came back and tried to infect the kingdom that stole its people, and that's how it tore apart that kingdom. And now, the king of that kingdom decided to make a bunch of beings. They were his own children, but he threw them into this pit with this weird substance in the bottom that basically made things like empty inside, and was supposed to be like just void entities, as it's commonly referred to. So that way, the emptiness could consume the radiance, permanently imprisoning it and its infection, um, freeing the kingdom and allowing it to continue. The problem is that the Pale King had a bunch of children in order to try to find one that was like truly hollow. Oh yeah, Hollow Knight lore is super complicated. Mossbag gives a much better explanation of it. I love Hollow Knight lore. It is like the best video game lore I've heard ever, in my opinion. So what happened was the Pale King, the king of the kingdom, found his quote unquote uh, hollow vessel and trained him to be strong in order to contain the radiance. But the issue is that he by doing so, he caused his child to grow an emotional connection towards him, which wasn't enough for the radiance to latch onto and then continue spreading the infection. And then after that, the main character comes and tries to take that sibling's place, that vessel's place. And you can either take his place by consuming the infection, you can defeat the radiance, or there's different endings. I think there's like 4 different endings. The Godhome one is a unique one because it's the least likely to be canon, but also in a way kind of more likely to be canon. It's weird. You're just gonna have to watch the Mossbag video on it. Oof. That was bad. This is not going well. That sucked. Oh yeah, multiple ending games. Yeah. Hollow Knight lore is amazing. And if anyone ever tells you that Hornet is void, you should not listen to them. Hornet is not void. That was just bad. Alright, I think I need to shake off some of this rust with a different boss. Let's go a little bit easier. I really like fighting Nightmare King Grim, so let's do that. This will get me into the groove. This is my favorite fight in the game. It is Canonically, the original version of this fight is like a dance. But this is more of like, this is still kind of a dance. It has a lot of similarities, but it's also not as much of a dance as like the previous version. Love this fight so much. Pufferfish, gotta do the wiggles. Got a little bit of lag there. That's concerning. That was close. Okay, that failed. Oop. Am I really about to do this hitless after struggling so much with the Radiant? Okay. Easy money. Love this fight. This. Alright, alright. Okay, that failed, but it's fine. Oop. I did get hit. Would you look at that? That was kind of sloppy of me, though. It's fine. Almost done. Oop. Balloon. Oops. That's a common issue I have, is just walking right into those. I struggled with this boss fight for like a long time, but the moment I beat him the first time, I immediately went and beat him again on extreme difficulty without getting hit. It was amazing that I did that. I did it without getting hit, and I was just amazed because then I couldn't get Radiant. I tried doing it hitless, I could not. That's what Radiant is, for those of you that don't know. Radiant means doing it hitless. The boss just straight up one-shots you no matter how much health you put on. Let's show the original boss fight. This one's also a really good fight. As you can see, very similar, but a lot of the attacks are much more basic and easy to dodge. There you go. That's fine. I struggled with these boss fights for a really long time, but after I got them done the first time, it was just so easy to do. And now I wonder how the hell I ever struggled with any of them. That's something I rarely ever see. Also, one thing that I want to do whenever Silksong comes out, I want to learn how to speedrun. I'm probably not going to get to very much. Probably not even gonna like make any records or anything, but I want to. I want to try. That'll be the first game I ever learned to speedrun. I'll learn as many of the speedrun strats as I can. I will do my best. I've tried speedrunning other games before, but didn't really commit to it. But that one, Silksong, I will commit to. Alright. You know what, let's just jump right into the Pantheon. No better way to shake them for us than to just fight the bosses that I'm going to end up fighting anyways. So, I don't know who here knows what the Pantheons are, but they're basically boss rush. It is the Pantheon that I'm fighting is literally every boss in the game, including a few that are exclusive to this Pantheon, as in you can't fight them before getting into this Pantheon. And that includes the very last one. You can fight the Radiance, but not the Absolute Radiance, which is the much more difficult version of the fight. This fight is trivial. Usually speedrunners can like do it in seconds, but I'm not that good. But I can do it hitless. Yeah.
Yeah, like you just failed to do a hit.
No, I didn't get hit.
Hey, it's in the back of the head. See, I did it again. I'm a distraction.
Oh, I forgot to explain where I've been. So it's been about estimatedly 8 months since I last streamed, probably closer to like 10 months or something since I last streamed. So what's going on is I moved out of my parents' place, and I did so very dramatically by telling them that they suck at being parents. And then after that, I moved in with my best friend, and then whenever that happened, I didn't really have a way to stream. I mean, I could have, but it wouldn't have been convenient or comfortable. And so I just kind of sat on it, took a break. And now we got a different apartment together. Me, my girlfriend, my best friend, and his girlfriend. And so now we all live together.
TLDR, I stole him. And
Yeah.
now I continuously steal his snacks and drinks.
Yeah, he does. But it's fine, because he saved me from my parents.
Eventually, he's gonna get sick of me eating his snacks and drinks.
It's
but
fine.
Until then, I mean,
Damn it.
even after that, I'm probably going to keep doing it.
Now, you guys might be sitting there thinking that this guy's distracting me, and he is, but I have absolutely no worries, because the next boss that's coming up is literally just soul. Like that, he's just... This guy, he's nothing but a soul farm.
Wouldn't that mean that it'd be embarrassing if you get hit?
Oh no, I'm going to get hit because I'm damage tanking this guy. He means nothing. I can get infinite soul from him. He is, like, the second easiest boss in the game. Yes, I'm abusing this guy.
Are you using his range tactic?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. I am exploiting this guy. Oh, I guess I'm not going to get hit. Bad patterns for him, I guess. Such a sweet friendship for you, Buffy. Yeah. He's the greatest friend I've had in my entire life, ever. And I don't think I could ever have a better friend in my life.
And he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to agree to that. Damn it, Kim. You're gonna kill me.
Well, if not me, then who? Also, most of these early fights I'm just straight up going to be damage taking because I don't care. They're easy enough that I don't need to worry about it. So, question, Juniper, since you don't know anything about Hollow Knight, in a game about bugs, how likely would you think for there to be a jellyfish in the game, much less a jellyfish boss, or an entire area of the game dedicated to jellyfish? You think something like that's likely in a game about bugs?
You're playing Monster Hunter Rise.
I think that's likely. Yeah, it's not really much of a boss. It's more like a interactive cutscene.
Where you can die.
Yeah, where you can die. It's also the worst cutscene. Is there a frog boss? No, but there is enemy. There is enemies that are genuinely
Who said
considered
that?
frogs. Nelly.
Nelly?
Yeah.
We know you're OG watchers.
All these guys are OG watchers. I don't have enough fans. I don't have enough watchers to not have any of these OG watchers. I mean, I only streamed for like, what, 6 months?
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if I had you on the big screen?
Oh, God.
Later.
Ha! Oh, I've been playing Stardew with my best friend, recently. You guys can refer to him as Chumler. That's his online name. We've been playing Stardew together, and we just recently unlocked Ginger Island, and we've been basically steamrolling that. I immediately, as soon as I got the chance to, I got the frog hat, and I have like 3 frog trinkets that I could just equip at any time. I don't have them equipped because it's not my favorite color yet, but I could have any of them at any given point in time. 2 of them are just green, 1 of them is blue-green. Alright, next boss. Ah, Gore. Juniper, I want you to know that all the lore around this guy does not exist. Even the guy who created him, because this was a Kickstarter backer created boss, the guy who created him didn't even have any lore for him. He was just a slug. Not gonna lie, I so wish that I was a Kickstarter backer whenever this game was still in development, because I would have so donated enough to create a boss, and I would have made like this worm boss that moves through the walls. It would have been amazing. I got this because it was recommended by a friend. Also, I just talk quietly.
Quietly? It sounds like, dude, sounds like you're in the radio.
Yeah, does it? Hang
I'm
on.
on the big screen.
Hang on. I can change the setting on this. Okay, go see how it sounds now.
Alright.
Rock, 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 rock.
Rock.
Rock. Rock! That's a thing we do. Rock! We just yell rock at each other a lot. For no reason other than rock. It's just a thing. Rock, rock, rock. How's it sound?
The same.
The same?
Yeah. Does anybody else have that? Where it sounds like he's kind of out of a radio, or it's muffled, kind of?
Chat, do I sound like I'm in like a radio?
Well, there's a significant delay, so if you were to just yell into it,
Oh!
you'd be able to.
Yeah, it sounds like a radio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna get you a new microphone.
It might just be that it could just be that my laptop, because this
It could be your laptop, but it also could be your microphone.
will get me a new laptop, and then we'll see how it sounds. And then if needed, we'll get me a new mic.
I'll look into that real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if I've told you guys this in the past, but I play all my games on it's cool sound though. I play all my games on a laptop. It is not a gaming laptop. It is a drawing laptop. So as you can imagine, it does not handle a lot of games well. I can't play Cult of the Lamb on it for more than like, say, an hour. And then after that, I have to just let it sit there for a good while. And okay, so a little bit, the last few streams I was doing on my actual computer, and believe it or not, it is a gaming computer, but it handles games worse than my non-gaming laptop. It was built by a gamer that claimed it was a gaming computer. Exactly. This computer that I have, I don't use it. I strictly don't use it. I hate it. Me and my best friend, Chandler, we are going to build ourselves. Oh, it's not even advertised. It's not even an advertised product. This was given to me by my older sibling, who is trans, by the way. My older sibling, who basically built it themselves. I don't know how, like, to what degree they built it, but it sucks. It can't run anything. Like, it can run some games better than my laptop, but most games my laptop runs better. It can't run Cult of the Lamb. There's a lot of games that I haven't tried on it simply because I know it would just light up like a toaster in a bathtub. But it is horrible. And like the moment I get something better than either of these two, I'm throwing this computer out. I'm keeping this laptop so that way I can start doing animations, because it's something that I want to do, and I've poured money into doing it, but I need to actually commit and actually do it. Yeah, I hate this computer. Alright, so we're getting more into some of them slightly more difficult boss fights now. Never mind. This is Dungeon Defender. What am I saying? By the way, this arena, those balls, those tiles you see in the background, they are quite literally poop. They're shit. Have you made any animations yet? No, I have not committed long enough to actually make an animation. I have difficulty doing that. But I've had certain animations in mind for a long time. Like I have a Cult of the Lamb one, I have a One Piece animation in mind, I have Hollow Knight, I have all this stuff on my mind almost all the time. The only thing that's on my mind more than that is my girlfriend. I've gotten hit twice by this guy. It's kind of embarrassing. Although then again, this is the harder version of the fight, so I'm not too embarrassed by it. Please. Yes, are you? I'd love. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to post this. I want this to be an animation channel more than it is a gaming channel. But like that's difficult because animations take a lot of time, and I don't have the patience for something like that. At least not at the moment. I also don't have the time or energy. I also don't believe in my artwork is good enough. You know, just the artist curse, whatever you want to call it. Never believing your art is good enough. I want to. I have a lot of animations in my. Oops. It's time to jump on that. It's fine though. Still easy boss. Phase 2. Brothers! Oh, by the way, chat. Very important. Very, very important. Whenever fighting these guys, after you beat them, always bow. If you don't bow, if that end animation happens and you're not bowing, you're a bad player. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Oops. Oops. Oh, I saw a video a few days ago. It was insane. This guy beat the second most difficult boss fight in this game, doing nothing but parry damage. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. I'm jealous of that guy's skill because I can't do parries consistently. Like that right there, that was a parry, and there's like two different variations of a parry where you like negate damage to yourself, and then a parry where you don't. And most of the time, what you just saw there, I should have gotten hit. I accidentally didn't get hit. That is the most difficult thing to do in the game. Parrying is not a thing that is taught to you in this game. It is something you see a few bosses do, rarely. Like there's only a few bosses that parry. But doing that consistently takes so much time, effort, practice. I don't think I could ever do it as consistently as that guy did it. Because you could parry all you want. You're going to get a few good parries here and there. But most of the time, if you're not careful, you're still going to get hit. But this dude, he was standing there just in the middle of the guy's hit. And just not taking any damage because he was parrying everything. Perfect parries, too. I was amazed. Only game I can parry in is Breath of the Wild Ball. I mean, that's fair. Compared to things like Elden Ring and Hollow Knight, Breath of the Wild parrying is easy. It's almost kindergarten compared to like other games with more advanced parrying. Although Elden Ring at least tells you that you can parry. This game, you figure it out entirely on your own or you don't figure it out at all. I mean, you can find out from other people, but that's it. You don't actually learn to parry in-game. It's not a taught mechanic. It probably will be in Silksong. In fact, there will probably be a like way to make a build for it. Oh, also, quick little tidbit. This guy's name, his name is Zero, and that zero stands for something very important. The amount of effort that goes into beating him, as well as the amount of effort that went into making him. Because like this guy's face too, it's so disappointing. They could have made these 4 swords hit you at like multiple at the same time, but instead he just attacks a little bit faster. It is just so disappointing. I wish this was a more difficult boss fight. Like, imagine all 4 of those swords come at you, and then they dart at you multiple times before returning to him. That would be a good boss fight. This guy also takes 0 effort. But no, parrying in this game, difficult, but impressive. Easy, 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 almost done. There we go. Does the game have a story, or is it primarily fighting? Oh, it has a story, but like it doesn't. The story is hidden. It's like hidden within lots of lore text. A lot of just stuff, item descriptions, everything all over the place, and you have to really pay attention and explore in order to find everything about the lore. And even just doing that isn't enough to understand what's going on. It is very complicated. But it does have a story, but it's primarily fighting and exploration. And I say all of it, most of the boss fights are very well designed. This one is not. This is just RNG. I don't know how anyone ever does this hit list without just pure luck. There's been more difficult versions of this where they shoot crystals that stay on the ground and still damage you afterwards. I don't know how anyone beats that. Oh, also Primal Aspids. It's an enemy in the game. It is considered to be the most difficult enemy, both by meme and by actuality. And it carries some weight to it, but it is like I find them to be easy now simply because if you just have the right build, you can one-shot them. And if you have good enough reaction time, you can kill them before they can even hit you. You just gotta be careful. This is also one of the best boss fights in the game. This right here, if Nightmare King Graham wasn't in the game, this would be my favorite. Alright, let me heal up because this next part is difficult. I'm not going to be talking for this. I hit the jump button. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Alright, now this fight's easy. The only bad part about this fight is, as it progresses, it slowly just devolves into the original fight. and then just phase 1 of the fight. And it's so disappointing. Like, it would be amazing if after you beat the first one, the other two started using the first one's weapon, and you got like more blades spinning on the screen at once whenever they were on the wall like that. And then once 2 of them were down, the third one would start using all 3 of their weapons, and you'd have just even more blades. That would be an amazing boss fight. But no, it just evolves into an easier and easier boss fight. Which is disappointing, but it's still a very, very good boss fight. One of the best ones in the game. This boss fight sucks. Have you guys seen Captain America: Civil War? That scene where Peter Parker says that thing doesn't obey the laws of physics at all. That describes Marmu exactly. This boss fight does not obey the laws of physics at all. Which I guess that's fair considering it's a ghost, but still. Oh, this fight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Easy money, not even a threat. Don't question what that boss is. If you want to know, play the game yourself. Oops. But basically, canonically, a MILF. Oops. Kind of expected it to dash there. Oops. That big pink thing that you just saw me kill with like 5 spells, that is canonically a MILF. Don't ask me how, I don't make the rules. Oops. Also, this is a pretty good boss fight. One of the better ghost boss fights. This fight gave me a lot of trouble first time, for a good while, but now, hardly a threat. Although I will say, despite leaving the way of the nail behind, this guy, which is what he did canonically, he left it and became like an artist, which is why his whole thing is paint. Despite leaving it behind, he is better than the other 2 nail sages, or nail masters, combined. Because they focused on a single... okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Oh, geez. I'm back. Yeah, sorry. I really like Hollow Knight lore. If you get me talking about Hollow Knight lore, I just don't stop. I could talk about Hollow Knight lore for hours. Days, potentially even. If you get me on a good enough roll. But this guy, he's my favorite of the nail masters. Always bow. Always, always, always bow. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Man, it would sure suck if an inexperienced player can ruin your. That would be very unfortunate indeed.
you mess with the speed binding? What the hell?
Can you keep it?
You can't, because, you have to change it. No. Oh. It's safe. Like, not safe?
Nope.
Huh.
That's normally what it is.
I don't know. 24-hour, probably 24-hour Hollow Knight lore recap. I wish, but I would not be able to stay awake for 24 hours. And also, at one
You would
point,
have to go to work.
that too, I would have to go to work, and also, not even at one point, at several points, I would just be repeating myself, going over the same thing over and over again, which I'm not gonna rock. What's up? Ah, fuck. Okay. I just need something.
I've narrowed it down.
Okay.
Now
I've narrowed it down to 3. No, I have not.
then this. No, it's not.
Ah, okay. Ah.
Future.
That's a big one. Because this thing does not have good fans for gaming. Not at all. Chat, I cannot wait for Silksong. I'm so excited about Silksong. I'm so glad that it's finally coming out this year.
You look at me and tell me that as if
Silksong!
you haven't already preached the existence of it.
If I wasn't an atheist.
I'm still not convinced you are.
Oh yeah, and why is that?
Bugs. That's
I mean, Radiance. Yeah, I guess. Praise the Radiance. Will you stream Silksong? Oh, yeah, I'll stream Silksong. But I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna do it immediately because, one, I want my first playthrough. Actually, I kind of want to stream my first playthrough. I don't know. I'll decide on that later. But I want people to have a chance to experience the game themselves before they watch content creators. And I know there's going to be a lot of content creators that don't have the same idea in mind and will play it anyways. But I still want people to experience it themselves. I'll probably play it a little bit before I stream it, probably like a week. I'm not going to beat it in that week. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to experience everything. I'm going to find all the secrets. There's not going to be a single thing that I won't know about in that game. I'm going to hit him. But I'm going to wait a week and then I'm probably going to start an entirely new save specifically for stream. And I will want to stream that every day. I don't know if I might just do my first playthrough on stream. I don't know. I'll decide on that whenever that time comes. Bees. 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 Beetlejuice.
that looks like being me.
Have any of you guys played Monster Hunter? Anyone here play Monster Hunter ever? Nope, never played it. Okay, well, um, about a year ago, my best friend, who's sitting right here, got me Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise on Steam, and the DLCs that came with them, trying to get me to play them. And he tried getting me to play Rise first, and that was to no avail. But eventually, he got me to try again, but on Monster Hunter World. And it was a struggle to get to a point in which I started to enjoy it. But as soon as I was out of low rank and into high rank, I immediately started enjoying it. And now, whenever Monster Hunter Wilds came out, I was genuinely excited because it looked like it was going to be a great game. And it is. It's an amazing game. And for a little while there, I was saying to him that I'm willing to admit that Wilds will probably be better than Silksong. But after seeing some of the stuff that's coming out in Silksong, I'm willing to take back that statement. We will have to see. But no, I hadn't played. Um, that's fair. That's fair. But no, I hadn't played any Monster Hunter game ever, and I immediately wrote it off upon hearing it as just another random game that like didn't have many fans, and I shouldn't really pay any interest in it because I'm probably not going to enjoy it. And I now have come to regret making such an assumption.
Fortnite.
I also have the same idea about Fortnite, but I can't play that unless I'm playing it with friends.
Same for me. So.
Okay, that's Primal Acid. We were just talking about them. Oops. Alright, another boss down. Ooh, okay, this one might actually be a bit of a struggle. Ow. Okay. Okay, never mind. Easy money. Okay.
Can you stop?
Only with stealth. This guy, whenever he's in his bloom phase, he likes to make himself invulnerable. But people have learned that right after the balloon phase ends, just before he teleports, he has a small window that he can be hit. So what they'll do is they'll charge up and attack him and hit him right as he's teleporting away. I don't really like to do that because, nail arts are something that's difficult to incorporate to your combat style after you've been playing just normal nail swings and spells for a good while. I mean, spells are even more difficult to incorporate. For a while, most players will assume that spells don't really do much, and will just do nail hits. Which, once they learn a bit more about the game, they'll find out that spells are the most powerful thing in the game. Well, I mean, nail arts can be more powerful, but rarely are, because they don't get buffed by certain charms. But like you can have a good spell build with a single charm, and that's why the best charm in the game is Shaman Stone, and it just increases spell damage. Make these fights look so easy. Oh, here in a minute, I'm gonna make them look hard. I'm gonna make them look impossible. A lot of these fights that you're seeing, they're the earlier fights that are like no struggle at all. And this is just me working off rust. I'm gonna be struggling here in just a minute. And this is the sign. This right here, this room, is the sign that I will be struggling. I'm gonna hit you. Although I won't be... I won't be struggling on this boss fight. I might get hit once or twice, but... Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doop. Ow. Bro, I'm not even sure that thing could run Minesweeper. That would be sad. I would be depressed if I bought a $200 laptop and it couldn't run Minesweeper. I'm getting hit more than I should be. Alright, all good. Alright, now this is where the struggle begins. Yep. Alright. I'm doing better this time than I usually do. Ah. I say and then immediately get hit. Alright, if I'm correct, the next fight is going to be... Yes, that is a jellyfish in a bug game. Okay, so this fight is another fight that I usually struggle with. I don't even know what to say here. Hey, look, it's Hornet. Right? Right, guys?
This confirms that she's void.
I'm gonna scream. If anything, this confirms that Hornet is related to the Radiants, which she is not.
She is both void and related.
That would be contradictory in so many ways.
Radiant is void.
That is contradictory in every way. So this guy, he's basically a copy-paste of the Vengefly King with a little bit more difficulty. The only issue is that he has a bigger hitbox, so it's more difficult to jump over him like I normally do.
Then use the nail attack to get over it.
I try to, but I'm bad at timing it.
You ever tried to think better?
Yeah, I don't play enough anymore to do that.
Yeah, you know. You've been playing Stardew.
And Monster Hunter, but mostly started recently. Could have killed there, and I should have. In the next fight, yes.
Oh,
Shit. Damn it. Okay, I need to... God damn it. Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
To make you feel better, you got a mummy waiting, watching.
What?
You got a mummy watching in the background on the throne. Looks like a mummy coffin.
Oh. That's the God Seeker.
God, I was talking about IRL.
Yes, I was confused as to what you were talking about. That is the God Seeker, and there's a crowd beneath her. Okay. Is the thing on our little guy's head a mask or our actual head? Yes. It is his shell. So if you were to die, it would leave behind a little ghost that is technically like the actual you, but also not. It's sort of like the mask and the ghost are two separate people, but also the same. I don't really know how to explain it. But it is his head and a mask. Now you guys saw me fighting this guy earlier. Damn it! This time to dash. Ouch.
Better.
I wouldn't want to start VR games. Unless they come out with Silksong on VR, but probably not. I'd be surprised if they did Silksong in VR. That'd be... Honestly... I thought he was going to do a, Great Splash. Ow. Yeah. Okay, phase 2 of this guy is very difficult. Because he leaves very few windows to be attacked. And each window is very small. Just like him. I meant to dash the other way, but that's fine. Damn it. Okay, that goes better. That went better than it usually does. I'm feeling good about this. Usually I lose to this fight, not because it's difficult, but because I failed so poorly in the last fight. Damn it. Heal. Okay, done. Alright. Taking a minute to breathe, because I'm doing surprisingly well.
Bug. He's like a bug.
Okay. Alright, chat, what have you guys been up to? I told you what's been going on in my life. How you guys been? It's been a while. Wondering why trigonometry exists? The world may never know.
Well, if you shorten it, it becomes trig, and if you add a few letters, it becomes triggered. What?
My birthday's
Make
next
you become
Tuesday.
triggered.
Well, happy early birthday. I don't know if I'll be streaming then. I have my first dentist appointment that I've had in like 3 years on that day, so hoping that goes good. And I hope you have a good birthday. I'm also planning on burning everything I have having to do with Macbeth and Shakespeare because I hate Shakespearean English. Normal English is hard enough. Agreed. English sucks, and anything trying to complicate that more sucks more. But I could not, for the life of me, learn another language. I tried learning Spanish in high school, and in 8th grade, I failed miserably. Although I'm not sure if Spanish is generally considered a better or worse language than English. Alright, I have no idea what boss is next. So...
What, are you not a fan of Hollow Knight? With every boss. It's funny because I know you could.
I could list every boss, including bosses that aren't technically bosses. I took Chinese. I didn't have that option. It was either Spanish or French. What school did you go to that had Chinese as an option? I took Spanish and got a B, but less than a month later, I forgot everything. Yeah, that's how it works.
Piano?
I wish I had a piano class. Do you know how long I've wanted to learn piano?
No.
My entire life. I got shot down at every fucking turn. Yeah, and I don't take advantage of the fact that my best friend has a keyboard that I can use. Curvison, how you doing? Took Spanish, and the only word I remember is hola. Yeah, that's all most people will ever remember. My school does two languages, Spanish and ASL. Ah, we both are retarded. Ah. I mean, I said it. I said it too.
Drinks. Am I gonna do that before I remember?
Alright, that one was a little bit tough, but that one's technically the easier version of the boss fight, even though it's supposed to be the harder. Oh god. Snow Eyes. Okay, so, for those of you that don't know, this boss, this boss rush takes all of the bosses that are in it and adds another level of difficulty. Now, this level of difficulty is only seen in, oh yes, this boss is bad, but only because the arena is just atrocious. The normal arena is fine because it's just a bunch of platforms with spikes at the bottom, but this one is bad because the platforms have spikes on the bottom. And so it's a lot more difficult to move around. And also, you don't have the walls to be able to climb around on. So, no, this boss fight sucks on the more difficult version. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit about its lore. This boss has the most messed up lore in the game. This was another boss that was created by a Kickstarter backer. All of the, Dream Warriors were. And this one has the darkest lore in the game. She died because her children, who had the Radiance infection, and had lost their minds because of it, carved her eyes out as she was trying to hug them because she knew that she had lost her children. And so this lullaby is the lullaby she was singing that to her children as they were killing her. By far the darkest lore in all of Hollow Knight. Okay. I need to take this very slowly and carefully. Oh, and these ghosts, yeah, that it is very dark. These ghosts that are flying around the room, those are her children. Damn it. I might die here. Okay, that went surprisingly well. Yeah, it is. This boss fight is so dark. This is those mantises that I was fighting earlier. This is the sister or brother. I don't know. Who this is a sibling that took on the infection willingly, and it made him stronger, but also lose his mind. He did have a daughter, though. And that daughter married another buff. And Trader Lord didn't like it. This is Light Defender, harder version of Dung Defender. He throws around Dung, but he's not to be messed around with. Yes, that is what he does. As you can see, his attacks are very different. You have to jump on, goddammit! Okay, let's see if I can sneak a few heals in. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Okay, this does not bode well. We've made it this far. I know that things are about to get a lot more difficult. Alright guys, this is it, the final stretch, I think. This is the final stretch, guys. This is it, legitimately. I'm afraid. Damn it. Getting a little bit of lag, not comforting. Now I remember my stats for this guy. Okay. Ow. Okay. Alright, we're doing good, we're doing good.
Thanks. Good pickup.
I forgot this boss exists. This is the worst ghost boss fight.
You're good?
Yes.
Not very good at being one.
He's moving through the floor.
Bail, mine.
Move through the floors, but he can't move through your blade.
That's because my blade is like a holy blade.
Bail, mine.
Didn't.
Shit, phase 2.
What did you say?
Phase 2.
You said shit phase 2. I didn't even know you had a second phase to your shit.
Damn it.
You can do it.
Damn it. No.
Say I believe in you, but you're just gonna have to settle for
Bale, mine.
I died. That's it. I got really far. I need to practice that Markov fight. Let's go. Let's go practice Soul Tyrant and Markov.
Brilliant.
Because I don't want to cry. Yeah, rip. I made it really far. Surprisingly far, honestly.
Alright, everything for you to look at, and if you don't like any of them, then we can always wait until mine.
Tyrant first. Alright. Don't know how I didn't get hit there, but I'm gonna take it.
Go frog! Frog, eat fun!
Damn it. Yes, they do. But I'm not sure they eat this kind of bug. There. Ugh. Alright, that's it. No. I'm not beating every champion until every boss of that dying. Maybe, but I'm not doing a stream that doesn't end till then. Never ending Hollow Knight. The stream ends when Silk Song comes out. I I have a job. I have a life, guys. I can't do that. As much as I want to play Hollow Knight that much, I have a life. I have a girlfriend, and I have a job. Alright, so now that we've done that, we gotta do this. Not anymore. Oh no. Ow. Ah, I couldn't even see that one.
Sorrow.
Ow. Ow. Damn it. Who needs a life when you have Hollow Knight lore? Words to not live by. Never enough lore. Words to not live by.
Brave sorrow.
Damn it. Fine. Fine.
Brave sorrow.
Dang it. That sucks. That was just...
Brave marked.
That... Okay, I'm just not gonna... That was just bad. No. That was just bad. That's embarrassing. Ow.
Brave marked.
What the fuck? Nail bugger's not working.
Veil mine.
Now I have to do this entire fight hitless.
Veil mine.
The button is not pressing. That is correct. The button is not pressing.
Brave marked.
Ow.
Veil mine. Veil mine.
Ah! I mistimed that. It's fine. I think I just need to practice the regular fight first, and then get some practice in on the Ascended fight. Hey, look! A floor! Ow.
Veil mine.
Yeah, no, I don't think practicing this is going to help me at all. This fight is just too easy on its own. I say as I get hit like 7 times. Very interesting floor. I know, right? It exists. Alright, no more floor.
Brave marked.
Ah.
Sorrow.
That was close. That was also close. Dang it.
Brave sorrow.
The killing finally killed. Yeah. And this time it wasn't me. Geez, this boss fight really sucks.
Brava Marta.
Can you believe that people have done this hitless? Not only that, but they've modded it to be more difficult.
Bail.
Ah!
Brava sorrow.
I think the strat is just keep things simple, only get a few hits in at a time at times that I can. Moves, make simple movements to dodge, don't do anything dramatic unless I need
Bail
to.
mine.
I meant to land on that platform. Ah! I thought I dodged it. I'm not trying again until I get this guy done. Until that ascended is shown to be complete, I'm not done. Ow. Ow!
Bail mine.
Ow.
Bail mine.
Dang it, I couldn't even see that one.
Brava Marta.
Ow.
Brava sorrow. Brava sorrow.
Ow. No! What? I hit the jump button!
Bail mine.
That was just poor positioning. I mean, I guess I could have nailed Pogoed, but I don't think it would have ended much differently.
Brava Marta.
Okay.
Bail mine.
Dang it.
Bail mine.
Oof.
Bail mine. Bail
This is gonna be
mine.
very slow, but I think I can... Dang it.
Spell mine.
Thought his hitbox was bigger. Misleading hitboxes.
Spell mine.
Gotta get away.
Spell mine.
Okay, we made it to phase 2. Doing the strat very slowly, very calmly. Gotta move to the other side. Or not. I love it when the counter to an insta-kill attack is just pressing the space bar once. Yeah. Except I don't play with keyboard most of the time. But I do know what you mean. I just need to get good.
Spell mine.
He fell out of bounds. Does that mean I win? That means I win, right? He fell into the pit. Out of bounds.
Braver sorrow.
Dang it. I thought I could recover that. It's fine though. We know the strat works, so we just gotta perfect it.
Spell mine.
Ugh! I think I definitely got too greedy there.
Spell mine.
No! Probably not. I don't think that they would add homing projectiles. I think they just add like a lot more projectiles. Some of them don't come from him. And then he probably just gets another shield. Not gonna lie. Okay, so that shield, there's a charm that grants me that shield, and that shield in his boss fight is annoying and very difficult to dodge, or not very difficult to dodge, but difficult to dodge whenever there's two of them. But the other version of it, this version, it sucks. Not only is it annoying because every time I swing my nail it makes that annoying noise, and that gets annoying so quickly. Also, it just rarely ever hits anything. And then its cooldown just takes forever. That. It is not worth the 3 notches that it costs. But somehow in his boss fight, it is just broken and annoying. And it is annoying on its own, but not in the same way. By the way, I don't think I said this. Last time I streamed, I was playing Inscription, and I would like to let you guys know that I did finish it. I completed Casey's mod. The only thing left to do was like get achievements and beat the game with all of the things active, and I did not do that, but I'm not going to go through the trouble of that, because that is something that not many people do. I might do it eventually, but I'm not going to worry about it. I am surprised I didn't get hit there.
Bale mine.
Ow. Inscription from 8 months ago home. Yeah, I beat that, and I haven't really played it much since.
Bale mine.
I shouldn't have gone for it. I really shouldn't have. It really likes to put him off screen where I can't see him. Get away from him, so that way he can't damage me with his shield. Do I have to get away from him again? Jeez. Okay.
Sorrow. Bale mine.
Alright. That was good. Several good hits at once. Oh! No!
Bale mine.
Okay. I have to play a bit more aggressively if I... Ooh. Rocking a hard place, rocking a hard place, rocking a hard place.
Bale mine.
Ow. Okay, that sucks. I was doing good. Next box. Yeah, I need to. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Bale mine.
That was close. Oop. No. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I got greedy. Hey, I got the second heal off. That's an extra hit.
Mine.
Now, my favorite thing to do whenever fighting this boss is to just spam Abyss Streak.
Mine.
But the issue with that is, whenever practicing him, you start with 0 soul. No matter how much soul you have going in, starting the fight starts you with 0 soul. Now, that's not the same in the Pantheon. Soul is transferred to the next fight. But whenever practicing him, you don't have that liberty.
Bale mine.
Damn it. Alright, let's take a break from him. Let's go practice the Radiance. I love this game so much. I really can't wait for Silksong to come out. I'm so excited. No, we are not fighting the Radiance Ascendant. I can barely ever do it normal. I'm not doing it Ascendant. Learning so much about Hollow Knight today. It's a really good game. I definitely recommend you try it out. Eesh. That was just bad. Bad luck. Okay. Good, good, good sign. Alright, doing really, really well. Stream should be called Hollow Knight Lore Time with Puffy lol. I wish. Next stream is going to be Radiance, but modded would be 10 times harder. Okay, there is a version of that that is meant to be impossible. It is called Any Radiance. And it was originally made to be impossible, but people, the Hollow Knight community, was waiting so long for Silksong that they went and they beat it. And then they went and made it harder, and then they beat it again. And one of the people that beat it didn't just try to beat it, he beat it Ascended, which means it does double damage. So it's 4 masks in 1 hit. And then he was even trying to go for Radiance Any Radiance, which is hitless. I don't think he ever did it, but the fact that he was attempting it with such confidence astounds me. I don't think beating that boss fight hitless, who was doing this, I don't know. If you want to watch the video on it, Fireborn is the creator of the video that breaks down a whole bunch of the people that have done this. You can just look up his video on it. It's impressive, but also terrifying. And there was a dude that basically was trying to speedrun it. Can you send the link here? I mean, maybe. Let's see. Alright. Here you go. Check it out. It's really interesting. The lengths that Hollow Knight fans are willing to go for this game is insane. I could never beat Any Radiance. I can barely beat Absolute Radiance. I could never beat Any Radiance. And it's been made a lot more difficult since this video came out, a few years ago. And I'm not sure if people have beaten the most recent version of it. I haven't even seen what it looks like. There are 2 follow-ups too. 2.0 and 3.0. Yeah, I know there's been other versions of it. I don't know how many. I guess 3 from the sounds of it. There's probably just been in-betweens of those that have been just beta tested or whatever. But no, it is insane. Hang on. Clean up my screen real quick. I get a little bit of lag. Ow. That was mistimed. Oh no. Okay guys, this is the second to last phase. Going into this with this little health is not a good sign. I'm getting lagged. No. That was just. That was just. Ah. Yeah, it is a long explanation video, but it's a good video. I definitely recommend you try it out. You try watching it. Alright, I think I've gotten enough practice in. I'm gonna try the boss rush again. Now, the most difficult part about fighting the boss rush isn't even the fact that Radiance is at the end. It's that you fight all those bosses, and then you make it to the Radiance. You fight all those bosses, and it's the pressure of if you fail, you have to go through all those bosses again. You watch that after stream? Yeah. Go right ahead. It's a good video. I every once in a while go back and watch it again. There's a few videos from him and a few other popular Hollow Knight creators that I go back and watch all the time. One of my favorite videos to go and watch is a breakdown of the history of a specific charm, the Flukeness charm. It is quite interesting because I would never use this charm because like overall it's just bad. What it's intended to do is just not good. But that's what it's intended to do versus what it actually does. This charm has been broken almost every single time that there's been an update to the game. And in the most recent version, which has been out for a long time, and I don't think it's been updated, I don't think it's been patched out, it's even, in a way, more broken. It used to do a lot more damage than what it does now, but what it does now is, if an enemy is moving onto the hitbox of the spell whenever you cast it, the hitbox of that spell will linger longer than intended, allowing for stacks of damage to be dealt. It is insane. I'm cold. I need to heat up. That video about Flukeness, that's on a channel called I think Blue SR. It's a really good one. Probably my favorite breakdown of Hollow Knight stuff other than Mossbag lore videos. It is a very good video. Oh, and there's a MatPat video. There's a game theories video on Hollow Knight lore. Almost anything that you see in there is not true. It was just a poor interpretation of the game. A lot of people like criticized the Hollow Knight community for calling it bad whenever it came out, and saying that they were just shitting on MatPat. No, that's not what it was. We were just very passionate about a game, and he was very not correct. everything that he said, and I say everything, but a lot of the things that he said in that video are easily disproven. I think he even maybe no, the community didn't get mad at him. They kind of laughed at him a lot, but they they did get a lot of hate, similar to hate for the My Hero Academia community. Do I think he actually played and finished the game? I think he might have played it. I don't think he finished it. I don't, and even if he did finish it, I don't think he did any of the additional stuff like God Home, because I don't think he covered God Home in the game at all, or in his video at all. But no, I don't think he did enough research into the game. I think there was a lot of things that he missed. Item descriptions, journal entries for enemies, a lot of stuff that I think he just either missed or overlooked. Puffy, you have 1 minute to get all 3 endings. There's 4 endings, and technically 5, but we're gonna break it down to just 4 because two of them have very little difference. And it's impossible to get all 3 endings in 1 minute because each of them has very different requirements. Some of them are very similar, but there's others that are just very, very different. And cheats. At that point, I might as well just give myself infinite nail damage and invulnerability, and then just beat the Radiance 1 hit. And then I would have to take away and give myself items. I ain't doing all that. Alright, Vengefly Kings. Damn. I think my laptop is not appreciating that I'm streaming while playing Hollow Knight. It seems to be struggling a bit more than usual. There we go. How you been doing, Curvison? Also, I forgot to mention earlier, this right here, this boss fight, is barely a boss fight. Ow. I'm surprised I got hit twice there. I rarely ever get hit in this fight. In fact, I'm kind of embarrassed that I just got hit just now. Oops. Cool beans. Imagine, like, sitting down and recording all monster noises. Yeah, I think, I think they had most of the monster noises done in this game by, like, 1 or 2 people. It was a very small team for this game. I know, they've had a lot more help in making Silksong, and they've also had a lot more funding. Hollow Knight has been described the, uh, by the team, well, one of the people that works very closely with the team, as a rushed game on a low budget, which is fair. Because if you look at what was intended versus what is actually in the game, there's a lot of stuff that was cut. There's a lot of stuff that like everyone was hoping for, everyone was looking forward to, and there's just no sign of it in the game. Some of it has made its way into Silksong in its own sort of way, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of it. And they've had actual voice actors. Like several years ago, I think in like 2022, the voice actor for Silksong came out and said that her voice lines were done. The song is made of silk? Yes, that is correct. Cool beans. Easy dub. I think after this attempt I'm gonna be done. I have work tomorrow in the morning, and I also need to eat dinner still. And it's getting kind of late. I'm also noticing a lot of What type of bug is the main character? I don't know. A lot of the bugs in the game have difficulty translating over to real-life bugs. Mossbag has a video of a lot of ones that he thinks are real-life bugs and connects them to them, but a lot of bugs don't really have much of a connection to any real life. I mean, obviously the Radiance is a moth, as I said earlier. I don't know what these guys are. I think they're supposed to be like ants. Slightly a bug. It does look like a beetle a little. Yeah. A lot of the characters are some form of beetle. There's obviously bees, and then jellyfish. There's jellyfish in a bug game, a game about bugs. Lots of bugs, and there's jellyfish. Not to mention an entire area of the game, like fully committed to jellyfish. Fog Canyon, jellyfish. Granted, it's not a very big area. In fact, it's probably the smallest area, with the only exception maybe being the Hive. Or the Resting Grounds. I still think that Fog Canyon is smaller than the Resting Grounds, though. Oh, yeah, and spiders. There are spiders. Hornet is a spider. There's an entire area dedicated to spiders. That is Heat Nest. Ah. That floor or fall off thing is a lot higher up than in most other arenas. Spiders are bugs? No way, I'm double dumb. I didn't pay attention much during science, neither did I. And it's one of my favorite subjects. Cool beans. Spiders are not bugs, but they are in a game about bugs. Also, I have no idea what this guy is. But he has cat ears, so do what you will with that information. Spiders aren't bugs. That is correct. This guy looks adorable. Yeah, he's also a monster. He's a horrible person. They are arachnids. What guy? 10 out of 10 would befriend. You would not want to befriend him because he would probably either make you kill other people. Y'all got Spider-Man. Now we got Kid Arachnid, or Arachnid Kid. Yeah, this guy, his thing in the lore is that he, and his little study of people, his little, school, went around and basically killed a bunch of people in order to use their, souls to, gain magical abilities. And it worked, but it didn't help them fight the infection, which is just what they were trying to do. They were also trying to gain immortality through it. And neither worked. And so now he's just this guy. Ow. Yeah, you wouldn't want to befriend him. He's not good. In fact, there in the area that you see him in, you can see literal mounds of corpses that he left in his wake. Alright. There we go. Maybe he owns a graveyard. How do we know he killed them? Because there's like literal writing all over his little area that says that he did. He sacrificed the scholars of the Soul Sanctum. He and the other scholars sacrificed other scholars in order to like gain magical abilities from their soul. Soul is like the mana in this game. It's like mana. Don't judge an arachnid by the writings on his walls. Why is he writing on his walls? I think I will judge that. If a guy's writing on his walls, I'm pretty sure he's insane, and I wouldn't be surprised if he made those mounds of corpses all on his own. Oops. Exactly. Ow. Ah. What the fuck? Chat, I need help with the math problem. What is 1 plus 1? Tarantula. The answer is tarantula. No, random friend person? No, that's 1 minus 1. What's tarantula plus tarantula? Tarantula squared. But if you multiply tarantula by dinosaur, you get a tarantuladon, which is scary. Don't ever do that. Tarantula plus random French person, you get French Spider-Man. Juniper, I failed. I almost failed high school math, so I don't really know what any of that means. Poor guy. Jeez. At least take me to dinner before you start railing me like that. I'm in college math right now and I don't even understand that. What is a French spider? I don't know. I don't know. At least it's better than a Australian spider because that thing can have a conversation with you before it eats you. Pretty sure those things have sentience. Self-aware. They know how dangerous they are. Perfectly timed, yeah. There we go. Believe. I will never forget trigonometry and I hate it. You will forget it. If you live in America, then you will forget it. Because the school system is that bad. It teaches you to memorize things long enough to succeed on a test. It doesn't teach you. It doesn't, like, actually help you to learn them, just memorize them. Also, if you have any sort of mental illness, you're kind of screwed. I've got trigonometry even exists. Most people do. Yeah. Everyone knows that one because it was basically drilled into our heads, but no one even knows what it means anymore. That and y equals mx plus b. I definitely need to be done after this. Is my controller okay? That double jump that you guys saw me do, that was not me. I did not press that. I'm getting a lot of, like, even audio lag. Y equals mx plus a plus b plus c plus d plus e plus f plus g. Ah, I certainly hope it doesn't. I'm kind of getting to a quadratic formula. Is that the a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or is that the y equals mx plus b? Or is that the one where it's no, that's just overcomplicated. A plus b equals c. I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't remember which one's which. I know one of them is the Pythagorean theorem. Wait, chat, this is very, very important. This is very important. I want you all to listen to me right now. I have one question for you. What is the mitochondria? If you can't answer that, I'm banning you. I don't trust you if you can't answer that. The powerhouse of the cell. That is correct. Good job. Good job. Proud of all of you. You've not disappointed me. In high school, I had the best math teachers. All they did was sit there in school on their phones. All of them got fired. That was the nucleus. I don't know, like the heart of the cell, basically, and the brain. Yeah, Curtis, it sounds like you had pretty good teachers simply because they weren't basically trying to ruin your entire understanding of the, like, math. I'm sure they at least taught you a few things, but better than them trying to get you to memorize something. The factory of the cell. Same thing. They aren't the same. Ah. Oops. Guys, did y'all know in 10 hours it'll be 4/24/25? That's funny, I did not know that. Also, what time zone are you in? Cause like, for me, that's in like 3 hours. I think. Yeah, in 3 hours. Nice. Yeah, true. In 10 hours, no matter what, it'll be the same day. That is correct. I've never said it'll become. I remember very clearly in school, I was looking at the clock waiting for it to be 2:22 p.m. on the date 2/2/22. I wasn't even in school then. That was almost a year after I was out of school. Alright, here we go. Alright, easy fight, easy fight. Ow. Didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. Alright, next fight. Ooh, oh, I forgot that this one was next. This is a good boss fight, but also an annoying boss fight. Ah. Oops. Okay, okay. Almost done. Nice. Okay, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good fight. A little afraid of what's next. Pretty sure it's Sly. Message Sly. I dashed the other way. I'm not doing well. Okay, this is not going well at all. What? I can't believe Sly betrayed. He didn't betray. He's training the pupil of his pupils, testing him. There we go. Alright. Punch for trying to heal. Ow. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities, but there's also a lot of differences. Sly doesn't parry at all, and Hornet likes to spam parry. Also, Hornet does not have any real nail arts. The closest thing she has to a nail art is her little Gossamer Storm, which is the string going all around her. Which, by the way, that will be an ability in Silk Song. That and the little traps that she lays on the battlefield, that will also be a ability or tool that you can use. I'm looking forward to that. No threat. Nothing at all. The noise is so goofy. Yeah, a lot of the noises are really goofy. One of the most commonly used phrases in the entire Hollow Knight community is Shaw, because Hornet says that all the time. I have a feeling that ability will be used in some way to stall mid-air as a speedrun skip? Probably. We also, I also wonder if any of the tools will be able to be used like to pogo off of, because if that's the case, then that will open up a lot more speedrun skip capabilities that would replace shade skips, because shade skips won't be anywhere near as useful in in Silksong, because Hornet's not void. She won't have a shade. She'll have a cocoon, um, which will be very similar, but it won't chase her around. You'll just hit it a few times and then you'll get your stuff back. But shade skips won't be anywhere near as useful. So I wonder if certain tools will be able to be pogoed. Oops. I'm not getting a lot of these kits in that it should be. Something that would be cool is a throwback bomb that does that does not that does do damage to the player and everyone, but can be used to throw the player long distances. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Although I don't think that that will be necessarily needed, because Hornet can run. Like, she can run, and she can also like use her little needle and string to just pull herself places. So I don't think a throwback bomb to launch yourself like you're doing a like in Breath of the Wild with that. I don't remember what it's called. I don't think that that's really necessary. It would be kind of cool to see though. I'm getting way too much lag. Oof. Dang it. I love the spooky singing. That is the scary lullaby that she was singing. I explained this earlier. Dang it. There we go. The best audio in the game that I've heard. Oh, you think that's the best audio? There's some boss music. Just the music in this game is great. I have the playlist of like the entire soundtrack list and saved on my Spotify. I don't listen to it very often, but it is good music. You all think the singing is completely artificial? Does someone sing it and then they put on autotune in the other sound effects? As far as I know, most of the sounds in the game are or most of the bug sounds that like they make, is voice acted. But in Silk Song, a lot of the audio is going to be more digitally done. Like there is voice acting still, but I think mostly the music that's going to get audio done digitally is mostly going to be it. In this game, I'm pretty sure a lot of it was done by like one dude. I think his name is Christopher Larkin, and I think he did it all on his own, like with like actual instruments, which is impressive. Ow, didn't expect that. Ow. That was a rough fight. Jeez, I got hit a lot. Thankfully there's a heal. Ah. We've made it this far once again, everyone. Let's hope this attempt is more successful than the last. Nice, I did a lot better that time. In fact, I'm going into the Morkov fight with extra health. And wait a minute. Dang it. Okay, this is not going well.
Sorrow.
Okay, that was scary. That was very scary. I don't think I have a good chance on this next fight. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. I forgot that he does double damage. And that he's faster. And I forgot that he was in there. Okay. Well, that was a good stream. Thank you everyone for coming by. That was fun. I got a lot farther than I've gotten recently. Um, that was great. Thank you everyone. 3 hour stream? Was it 3 hours? Jeez. Oh wow, it was 3 hours. I don't know when I'll be able to stream again. I would like to do next week. Most of the time I'm going to be streaming on either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday because those are my days off. I streamed today because I got off work very early and I just had the free time. I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream again, but I hope it's soon. Next week, if I do stream again, it will be more Hollow Knight. I'm not going to stream anything else until I beat Pantheon 5. And I'm probably going to do a lot of practice in the meantime. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming by. Hope you all have a good one, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Later.